Hi everyone, and welcome to the energy update from April 1st to 7th, 2024. My name is Heike and I would like to share with you now what my guides told me for this week. The first topic is emotional imbalance. Yeah, I know I'm repeating myself. We've got continuously all this healing and transformation going on. That's just what these years are for. That's just part of this big shift, these big changes that we have internally and also then externally. So that's just what it's about. And of course it goes like in waves. So it's like a wave of these emotional storm, and then there is a time of settling. And in this time of settling, a little bit you may feel first, or at first after this wave, you may feel very delicate emotionally and like ups and downs, and also you may feel unmotivated, uninspired, a little bit lazy, tired, and that's not a bad thing. That's just very normal because we need to process these energies. And also it could be that you may need to self-isolate a little bit, so you've got time to process all this and to integrate those energies. Also, a conversation with a friend may be helpful. Or sometimes, yes, we may also want to see a therapist in some area to help us. Also, definitely if you have some physical symptoms, because that's also possible. But nothing to be worried about. It's just, yeah, well, you know when it's time to be worried about something. So, but that's not what's coming from this emotional or from these integration, necessity to integrate these energies. We have a very strong new beginnings energy, also because we're heading towards this solar eclipse. And solar eclipses are always very potent new beginnings, and we normally see the results 6 months later when we have a full moon in that same sign. So this is what we're heading toward. But because of how we feel and our emotional state of our nervous system, you know what affects you or what's the case with you. It's very advisable to take everything one step at a time, to slow down a little bit, because as we know, we've got the fastest of these 7 fast moving years. So consciously being a little bit slower is always a good idea. And maybe it's not the week to have this important conversation or to make a certain decision, but to just really step a little bit back, making sure you do not act impulsively. And also, it's a good idea to have a little bit more compassion for yourself and others, and to imagine the consequences of your actions, also your talking, which is an action too, and to imagine how it would be to walk in the other people or other person's shoes. Yeah, it could be very different from yours. So maybe also it's time for a new perspective on something. So just be a little bit, step back and see, okay, what is really the case in this situation? Yeah, don't overanalyze, but just make sure to not act too fast. Okay, the second topic I was given is love and friendship. Yeah, I know, we are changing, so our relationships are continuously in for an upgrade. And especially as a result of this transformation and these internal renewal processes that you are going through in order to be ready for the new beginning or to do what you really want to do, you may now feel, on one hand, the need to get out there, especially if you've been self-isolating for a while. Some of us have been doing that in March or in February or both, because it was a big healing thing going on. So you may feel the need to get out there, but on the other hand, you've also been able to really notice more where your boundaries are, what you need, what your necessities are in relationships, what you want and what you do not want anymore. And it's really about that, about standing your ground, about being very aware of what is it, what I want now. It's not about being selfish, obviously. Being selfish is the other direction. It's being aware and discerning. Yeah, everyone is allowed to do anything as long as it's not harming another life, person, animals, plants, etc. But we do not have to approve of everything. So what we do not want, we do not have to be with that, yeah, or with that person. So you're allowed to do that, and it's time to really stand your ground and to stand up for yourself and your needs. And what else? Yeah, don't, you may notice you're not anymore so willing to compromise or to compromise so quickly, and that's exactly that. Yeah, so make sure to stick to that. And it's also possible that you get to know or that you meet very different people from what you have had in your circle before. Be open to that, because maybe this group of people leads to a new activity that you like, or you get the information or the motivation, inspiration, necessary information to start something you wanted to do for a long time. So it's like a new energy coming in, and this group or these people or this person may embody this new energy. So that's something that also is an ongoing thing now, because as we're shedding the old, there is a space that can be filled with something new. And if we have been going through this internal renewal process, then we're ready for the new. And we, of course, send this out energetically, and it attracts circumstances, situations, people, things that we need to start anew and to start this new project. Very exciting times. The message from the Masters was that we have been starting a new timeline, which is this unity timeline, unity consciousness. And for that, it's really important to be in the observer seat, to listen and to not anymore judge, but to see this as a big puzzle. Not necessarily a theater play, but a big puzzle, the universal puzzle, which is merging together people and circumstances because of what people want to experience and what they send out energetically, what they want to experience. So the interesting thing is, when you observe this and when you step back a little bit, then you may find that you understand more about a certain person, about what their life path is, what they want to experience. As long as you judge, you can't. But if you stop judging, you'll notice, okay, this is what she wants to experience. And then you know, as always, if you want to be part of this or not. And this is really interesting because it can lead to energetical unification or separation. Yeah, and that's something just from your thinking and from your discernment, that's not painful. Yeah, this is how you can find your tribe continuously. It's of course it's a path. It takes time, but as I'm saying, it's not painful. It doesn't hurt anybody. It's just you observe and you get clarity, and in your thoughts you give this out, and it's very interesting what's coming from that. Okay, so this is this week's energy update. Thank you very, very much for your time and your attention. And please, if this helps you, subscribe, and also subscribe to Feel Good Workout Heike on YouTube, because this helps people to process trauma, and it's a moving meditation. So It's really, really helpful. And I can't stress more how it also helps me. And of course, your daily dose of the guides is on Instagram at Heike Dance. And of course, Feel Good Workout Heike Bartels is also led by the guides. I don't know what I'm getting to do. The guides, and this refers to anything, to the energy updates, to the Feel Good Workout, to my posts on Instagram. The guides are here for us. So just make sure they are available for more people. That would be so, so, so lovely. So I see you for the next update, and I wish you a beautiful week.